What is up, guys? This is Rise, and welcome to another video. The new season is upon us. I'm back home from my little trip to Chicago, and we are back where Very Fallible has sent us in some awesome content with new Trailblaze, Alolan, Raichu, which I have been dying to see in action, as well as Poliwrath and Vigoroth. All three of these Pokemon have unique moves from this new season, or at least buffed moves in the case of Poliwrath. Vigoroth getting a new move and Rock Slide to its move pool. And here we go, right off the bat. Raichu going for the Trailblaze super effect. Okay, get shielded. I mean, you gotta respect it. Gonna bank a Wild Charge and then go into Vig. I would have liked to see Poliwrath here, personally, just because you resist the Avalanche. But this is fine, too. Artibak's on the bulkier side, so might be able to take it. Actually gonna shield instead. So at least you get all shields down now, and this could really allow Raichu to go to town. So what you do here, I think you come in Poly, and you just absorb whatever they throw at you. You just absorb this. Might just be a Dragon Claw anyway. And hopefully Raichu up a shield can just sweep this endgame for our friend Very Fallible. Might just be a Surf here. I wasn't really counting personally. Surf's up, dude. In comes Dugong. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think Raichu's about to have some fun. Look at Raichu trailblazing, setting the path for future Raichu in the future. It's all about the youth, teaching them how to play the game, how to throw on proper charge move timing. Oh my god, just goes for the full farm down. And this Wild Charge is going to do some nasty damage. Boom. Doesn't quite KO. I can actually look up. I'm not sure if... I would assume Wild Charge is such a hard-hitting move. Plus Stab, it does more raw damage. But let's look it up real quick. I'll do it on my little side monitor here. So apologies if I'm not looking into the camera, into your souls for a bit. Into your guys' beautiful eyes. As, oh my gosh, Shiny Greninja. Shiny Greninja doesn't really have anywhere to go, but this Serperior is also kind of tough for this team. I actually like this decision by Very Fallible because you don't have an obvious answer. So you chip it with a Wild Charge, you dip into Vig, and this is going to help secure alignment that you need. But honestly, you don't really need alignment for the Greninja. Poliwrath is even better. Anyway, I was going to look up what does more. Alolan Raichu versus Lantern. Wild Charge does 52.5%. Grass Knot. Oh, wait, that's Grass Knot. Trailblaze does 45. So nice awareness from Very Fallible that Wild Charge does more raw damage even when Trailblaze is super effective. But Trailblaze does boost your attack, whereas Wild Charge hinders your defense. Raichu is going to go on an absolute tear here against Steel Wing Skarmory, which you may have seen is now top meta. Skarmory is legit. It's really good now. Steel Wing got +2 energy. So Steel Wing went from like pretty dang bad. Steel Wing went from like worse than Ember to better than Ember, because now it's a Poison Jab clone. And it's a really solid move. Poison Jab's a really solid move as well. And that poor little Greninja had nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. For some reason, I got that nowhere to run, nowhere to hide conflicted with another song. No when to hold up. No when to fold up. Greninja knew when to walk away. Knew when to run. Clodsire swap. Doesn't have like a great answer to Clodsire. So, yeah, Vig can hold its own here by chipping away with body slams. Poliwrath, of course, can hit for super effective, so it would probably be a little bit better. Earthquake does some big damage. Another body slam. The problem is Clodsire is so bulky that this will not threaten to knock out. So Claude will get to another move here first. Now, what do? Do you put up a shield? No. Gonna let it go. Stone Edge. Okay, they reveal both moves. Going for the cheeky Volt Switch down. Gonna need 3 Volt Switches, it looks like. Oh, that's tough. That is tough. Earthquake. Have to shield. Has the Wild Charge low. Looks like looking to throw Wild Charge immediately and then dip out against the Dragonair. This is resisted, of course, but still does some pretty big damage if it lands. put it in like counter down range. So opponent's forced to shield. Poly swaps in. Now has to make a tough call. Gonna forego the protect shield here. In comes Whiscash. This seems tough. I don't know if Very Fallible can win this. But let's see if they pull some magic out of the hat. They do land. Oh, if they get the full counter down, they might win. If they can counter down. Oh, no. Okay. They're going to let it go. I don't think you could win then. I think the only play was go for the full counter down. And then, well, let's see if I'm tripping. I was going to say, I think the only play was go for the full counter down. And then Icy Wind. I think you have to Trailblaze. The only win con could be if the opponent shields this and then you land the boosted Wild Charge. Because Wild Charge by itself won't be enough. Opponent shields. Opponent messed up. Opponent messed up. Wild Charge coming through from Raichu. Oh my gosh. Takes out the dragon. Raichu's not supposed to be able to beat dragons, but Very Fallible. 1000 IQ. Saw the win con and delivered it. Very nice. And again, we might be saying, Rise, why did the opponent shield that? You know what? Michael. Not Michael from Niantic. I love that Michael. He's a super cool dude. Just random Michael in the comments. Hypothetical Michael. You know what, Michael? Not all of us are insane ultra league or expert rank to legend players like you. Some of us sometimes make misplays. Opponent made a bit of a misplay there, but Very Fallible played to the win condition and executed the win condition. Scald coming through. Grabs a shield from G-Fisk. Gonna shield the EQ. Very nice. Gets the full farm down. And here's where Poliwrath is just so... Okay, I take it. I was going to say Poliwrath is just so dangerous with this energy because you can debuff stuff. You can hit hard for Scald, but Lantern should be able to absorb all this very well. Oh, I like the combo play. Has so much energy loaded up on A2. Combo plays with the Trailblaze. Can throw back to back, but no. Instead, gonna Trailblaze again. Do you live 2 more Shadow Claws here to get off the Wild Charge? Oh, it wasn't quite there. Darn. This is where Rock Slide Vig comes in handy. Vig no longer is completely walled by Trevenant. Now Rock Slide hits it for some solid damage. Vigoroth wins the 0 shield scenario. Vigoroth wins the 0 shield scenario. That Lantern is still hanging around, though, so this is a little bit scary. Oh, I like the play. It just didn't quite work out. I think the only other thing Very Fallible could have done there was come in with the Poliwrath first to throw the Icy Wind first, and then utilize the Vig to take out the Lantern. I think Trev would have outpaced, right? Like, so Trev could have thrown the Seed Bomb, but Trev would have been forced to throw a Seed Bomb against Poly if you come in Poly first. By switching later on, you kind of desynced it. So that second Shadow Claw, or third Shadow Claw, KO'd, like, as they got to the Icy Wind. Anyway, great game. Raichu against Lantern. I love this matchup for Raichu. I love this for you, Raichu. I've always been a supporter. Our friend of the channel, Boygos, who I'm sure a lot of you know, he's a huge Raichu stan. Raichu going for Wild Charge here. Boom. Oh, no boom. But gets both shields. I like the swap into Vig after debuffing yourself. Just kind of playing aggressively. You clear that debuff on Raichu. All the energy gets absorbed much better on Vig. They counter in with DD, so the opponent probably should have... just gone DD right away and saved that energy for later. That might end up costing them. Also, Very Fallible could have probably gone for double Body Slam as opposed to 1 Rock Slide, but that's all right. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about, everybody gets that way. If you know, you know. DD Psycho Boost. So I wonder if they're... So they must be running Thunderbolt. But this is going to allow... Oh, wait, no, you live. You live double debuff Psycho Boost. And I like Very Fallible already hitting that Wild Charge. Just wants to knock out DD. And then you have another Wild Charge back-to-back for whatever comes in. This should knock out the Lantern. And then it's Poly against whatever's in back. They've already shown 2 Poly counters, so they're weak to Poly in the back. Let's go. Let's go. Honestly, depending on how much this drill run does, I would consider Icy Winding. Doesn't look like you really need to, because 5 Ice Shards plus drill run did not put you below 50%, so Icy Wind kind of unnecessary. But it is a consideration, right? You just debuff them, because it's really the counters that are doing more damage. So you guarantee that like another drill run wouldn't knock you out. And that is a G to the G. Very fallible, always sending us in great content. 3 Pokemon all with either new added moves or new buffed moves. Awesome. That is a great problem to have. The problem is, like, which one do I make the video about in the title and thumbnail? I'm going to go with Raichu, I think, because Trailblaze Raichu is pretty dang cool. If you guys liked this video, feel free to hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Comment down below. All comments are appreciated. All that said, thank you for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. And also, before I say peace, parenthesis, I am doing a 300 unique Pokemon challenge the next 4 days on Twitch. Go follow me on Twitch. It's going to be super fun and exciting. That said, hope to see you in the next one. Peace.